302-611-124. Delta Supply. We service what we sell.
Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Stay ahead of the curve with our cutting-edge reporting and accurate breaking news coverage.
We are having an earthquake. Oh, God.
Hear it here first on Nationwide 90 FM.
Is that really clip you starting?
Tune in, turn up the volume, and listen. We bring a mix of news, entertainment, and sports to your lives.
Nationwide 90 FM's live and continuous coverage of the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary.
News and discussions week mornings.
Coming up in the news at 6 for this morning.
Entertainment in the afternoons, then news again in the evenings.
Nationwide news at this hour. Fired.
Also, tune in to the entertainment and sports shows in the nights and on the weekends.
It is Boy Things After Dark right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
Everything is news, from current affairs and entertainment to sports, business, and other categories.
Nationwide 90 FM. This is Beanie Man. Give it to them. Zaga, Zen.
From every whisper to every commotion.
That's rubbish. The KSAMC cannot investigate itself.
Was Clip News really talking like that?
Every news story unfolds here first at Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Every sound is a story, and every story we share is news.
My name is Kedrin Campbell. I come from the Appleton Basic School. My favorite Olympic hero is Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce.
Watch for Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce.
Looking back now, I say there's no barrier when it comes to your passion and your calling, as time honors your greatness. So I thank you so much, and I pray that you'll be an inspiration to all young girls, mainly the girls, to know that there's no limits when you believe what you believe and continue to work hard. We are strong, we are powerful, and most importantly, we are fearless.
It's glorious gold once again to Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce.
Stay tuned to the Paris Olympic on Nationwide 90 FM.
Catch the ezone with me, the Stinger Honeybee, alongside
Kareem Boy Things.
As we turn up the heat
in the street. New show,
new vibes,
same us. Monday to Friday, 3 to 5 p.m.
Right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
We'll bring you entertainment news.
We'll take away your Monday blues.
You don't want to miss a week with us.
We'll talk health.
Well,
jump into the mix.
Or the hot seat.
Don't miss the brain buster.
Or the crazy giveaways.
I mean, is this planet Earth?
Is it?
I don't know. Let me check. Either way, it's got a buzz.
And a bugatti.
Ow.
You're in the entertainment block on Nationwide 90 FM. And you're locked in to the E-Zone with Honeybee and Kareem Boy Things.
Honeybee, sting them. Sting them, Honeybee. Sting them.
You're talking about a sensation that runs the nation and every radio station. Boy, are things. The girls, them king. The fastest man alive. We run and crash in bush. What do you mean?
Yo, you know I fully bad attack, you know. I'm here say, yo, ezone. I'm here say, yo, boy, are things. Yo, Honeybee. One fully bad.
Alright, it is Thursday.
Why we never make fully bad say run stay so?
Right? Wow. Is this thing working? It is Thursday, May 30, 2024. Yes. It's the final Thursday of the month. The month ends tomorrow. Good afternoon, Jamaica. Good afternoon to you all from Kingston, Jamaica to the world. I'm Kareem Boy at Things alongside
NGB and DJ Kevin the Kinetic.
And also, Ricardo Brooks is inside the studio with us right now.
Because
yeah, so
Kareem, we can't even
put out all the pleasantries and things there,
Good afternoon, everybody.
Let's just jump right into
yourself.
it. Vibes Cartel bail has been denied.
Yes.
Ricardo Brooks here, our lovely reporter here at Nationwide 90 FM.
Giving us the blow-by-blow
accurate news. Yes, there were many different media entities who posted that he was, in fact,
granted
bail for about 40 minutes ago. This was floating on social media, and obviously Nationwide, the revolutionary station,
absolutely
broke the accurate news. Ricardo, talk to us, explain to us in layman terms what has happened, what is happening.
All right. Good afternoon, listeners. So you'll recall, Kareem, what do we call it? NGB? Not
yeah, absolutely.
NGB. You'll recall that this matter went all the way to the Privy Council,
right.
Jamaica's final court, highest court. And the court in London decided that the murder convictions from 2014, of course, you remember that Cartel and his co-accused had been found guilty for the murder of Lizard Williams. Now, the Privy Council decided that those convictions could not stand because there were jury issues. There was an issue of bribery. There was an issue where a juror had seen one of the co-accused inside prison when she went to see her son. So there were a lot of issues that brought into question the impartiality of the jury. And of course, you know, a jury has to be impartial when it's rendering its decision. Right. So the local courts didn't find a problem with that. Yeah, they allowed the convictions to stand. But the Privy Council said, no.
Something wrong.
Right. And so they set it aside. They said they quashed it, right, or overturned it, and sent it back to Jamaica's Court of Appeal now to determine whether a retrial should happen. Yeah. No.
So hold on before you continue. So that means the Privy Council say, look here now, on a start over.
From scratch.
Do the trial again.
Or rather, we will decide if we have to start over.
Okay.
Decide if we have to start over or set them free.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
So, okay.
Right.
All right.
And so now the Court of Appeal decided, all right, we will decide. We'll think about it on June 10. So that is set for June 10. So on June 10, the lawyers will go before the Court of Appeal and, of course, Cartel's lawyers will say, free him. And the DPP's office will say,
retrial.
Do the retrial.
All right.
So that's that. Now, because Isaac Buchanan's argument was, because the convictions were overturned, there is no sentence. The slate is wiped clean.
Absolutely.
They are just now accused people. And
charged.
Charged, yes, and accused of a crime. And therefore, because of that, they are entitled to bail.
Right.
So he went to the Supreme Court asking Justice Andrea Thomas to release the men while the Court of Appeal determines whether there should be a retrial or they should be free.
June 10, which is like 2 weeks.
So my question is then, right?
That will be happening over 5 days.
If that's the case then, right, on June 10, that would be the day to decide whether or not he's going to be free or whether or not it's going to be retrial.
Right.
No. That's the day they start hearing the argument.
So we have already decided that our court has already decided that we're going to retrial.
No. Our court has decided that they will hear
whether
the
or
argument
not
as to whether or not there should be a retrial.
Right. So then why not wait then
10?
until June 10 to argue whether or not he should be freed or granted bail?
Because
Isaac's case was that we don't need to wait until June 10 because there's no reason.
Right.
That's what Isaac was claiming. But the Supreme Court today said, no, there is a reason.
So to be clear, then,
there's no violation of the Constitution. He can continue to be held while the appeal continues.
Cartel's lawyer's argument is, in layman's term, that this is a man who is charged and would be like in a jail cell. Right. So
and anybody who's charged is entitled to bail.
So give a bail,
precisely.
Please.
Right.
Okay,
that's what he went asking.
Okay.
And today the Supreme Court said no.
Could the Supreme Court have said, let's put him in a jail cell, take him out of prison and put him in a jail cell?
That's a good question. That's a good question for a lawyer.
Okay.
And we're going to have Saeed Bernard.
Saeed is on the line.
My coach, all right.
Good afternoon to you, Saeed Bernard, Nationwide this morning's host and also attorney at law. So Saeed, that question that Nora just asked, can you answer that one for us, please?
Saeed?
You heard me?
Yes.
Yeah, I think Ricardo and Nora summed up the thing excellently. You guys could get a scholarship to law school. Could they just move them to a jail cell? Of course they could. But the law is not really about living on technicalities that make no substantive difference. At the end of the day, it's liberty that's at stake. And so whether you're in a lockup or in a prison, you're still locked up. You're still behind bars.
Right.
You're still on remand. And so I am not going to say that they could not have done that, but it would not have made a difference. And because it would not have, then it would be a route that really and truly makes no sense.
So my question, Said, is this, right? Why not wait until June 10th? Yeah? Why his lawyers didn't wait until June 10th to say, hey, we'll wait on this decision, whether or not it's going to go to retrial, or we could possibly at that particular time, free him. Why not wait 2 weeks, 10 days, 11 days?
Well, because you see, Kareem, when you're practicing criminal law and you're speaking to your clients want to get out as soon as possible. What counsel Buchanan wanted to argue, as Ricardo and Nora put very simply, is that they are being held unconstitutionally. It's an unlawful holding of the body of the gentleman. And as a result of that, they should be freed. Or if it is so lawful, then they should be granted bail given the circumstances.
Oh, okay.
Arguments that sound there's some logic to flow from it, but at the end of the day, you bring up the matter of bail, and the court is within their right to deny it. And at the end of the day, as the attorney, you've done your job. Really, no, it's for the Court of Appeal to determine whether a retrial will be had or not.
Which will happen on June 10th.
On that, then they'll determine if bail application for bail needs to be heard.
So the judge just denies, no reason for denial?
Well, there's always reasons for denial. And the judge did say that she had a full written judgment, and I am awaiting sight of that full written judgment to comment further on that. But usually reasons are given as to why the candidate is not good for bail. And of course, any well-thinking person could think or assume as to why those or to what those reasons would be rather.
Okay.
Well, that's that.
Yeah.
We await June 10 then to hear the next update on.
By the way, if I could, just for the knowledge of our listeners, a habeas corpus application is made. A habeas corpus application is simply an application that speaks to an accused person's body and what is happening to the person, and having them brought to the court to make an assessment as to their detention or the restraint on their liberty. Right? So that application could have been made for anybody else. Mostly it's made, though, for persons who are not charged. Right? So, for example, you know that with the Bail Act, there's a certain period of time that you can be locked up without being charged.
Right.
If it reaches that time, then we go to, for example, the parish court and we make an application pursuant to the Magistrates Act. And then the judge will hear the matter and determine charge or release the person by X date or X time. Again, depending on the circumstances of the matter. And so depending on these circumstances, the judge came to the view from a constitutional point of view that they were lawfully being held, and in the circumstances, they would not be a good candidate for bail excuse.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Saeed Bernard, attorney at law from Bernard Law, and Ricardo Brooks here, or senior reporter in our newsroom here. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Art NGB.
You take care now. Go on and go write your news.
Go on and go write your news. But in the meantime, DJ Kevin can just play two look song.
Yeah, man, play two songs, man.
For the person who said me look sad, hello.
So just to wrap it up before Kevin comes, if you heard it anywhere else, the accurate news is
from Nationwide
Vibes Cartel and his co-accused were denied bail.
Yes.
The presiding judge has ruled the detention of Vibes Cartel and his co-accused is not in breach of the Constitution, aka Cartel will remain behind bars.
AKA him not coming out today.
Not today.
Not today.
Maybe. Who knows?
Sometime else, my G.
June 10, we hear more. Kevy, take it away.
DJ Kevin.
One, two, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. With this glad fried song, join me home. We'll have some fun when the clock strikes 1. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight.
You're in the mix with DJ Kevin.
We're gonna rock around the clock tonight.
All the day long, hopping and a-bopping and a-singing his song. All the little birds on a jaybird street love to hear the robin go tweet, 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 rockin' robin. Rock, rock, rockin' robin. Go rockin' robin, 'cause you're really gonna rock now.
To the boot, oh root, 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 to the boot, oh root. Oh, wop, bop, doom, bop, 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 bop. I got a girl named Sue. She knows just what to do. I got a girl named Sue. She knows just what to do. She rock to the east, she rock to the west, but she's a gal that I love best. To the boot, oh root, to the boot.
You're in the mix with DJ Kevin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody in the car, so come on, let's ride.
KFC Hot Wings. A wing for the win. KFC Hot Wings. The time by KFC is...
It is 3:30 p.m.
You know that there was a time when some senior citizens never get 1 cent in pension. Now your government has ensured that every senior citizen over 75 can collect pension under the new social pension program. Sign up today.
The temperature by the office of the Prime Minister is...
It is 31 degrees Celsius here in Kingston and 30 degrees Celsius southwest in Montego Bay.
Live exquisite this year with new arrival black and chrome fixtures for your home at Unique Living. Select from a wide variety of rain shower systems, fabulous faucets, and stylish sinks to suit your kitchen and bathrooms. Get uncompromised quality and style unique to you. Shop everything new at Unique Living, Jamaica's leading shower and faucets provider. Visit shop number 6, 30 Dunrobin Avenue, Kingston 10, or call 876-755-3661 to 2.
Jamaica Mountain Peak Turmeric Latte.
They said that them really want latte with twist for make you flaunt. Turmeric packed with pumpkin spice, chewy flavor with delight. It really, really nice. May I have to say it twice?
Jamaica Mountain Peak Turmeric Latte with pumpkin spice. Served hot or cold. Sip it slow or savor the vibe. However you desire. Just add water. Available in supermarkets island-wide.
It really, really nice. May I have to say it twice?
Are you ready?
Time for a change, time for a new gear. Time to be brave, 'cause it's a new year. I'm paving my way now, embrace the new changes. UBC Jamaican flavor, stay thirsty for more.
My mega
With so much to do in one location, make Megamart your one-stop shop. Pick up your groceries and houseware needs. Grab a bite and pay some bills. Fill your prescriptions and see the beauty products in our pharmacy. All in one amazing location. My Megamart, the best value by far.
News on the go. The latest stories from Jamaica and around the world are literally a finger tap away. Keep up to date with Teen Revolution 24 hours a day online via nationwideradiojm.com. Listen live, read the latest stories, hear every soundbite. Be a part of the vibrant online debate via Facebook and Twitter. Now you can get all your favorite premium nationwide content at your convenience. Visit the Android Play Store and download it for free today. NationwideRadioJM.com. All day, every day. Team Revolution.
Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Stay ahead of the curve with our cutting-edge reporting and accurate breaking news coverage.
We are having an earthquake. Oh, God.
Hear it here first on Nationwide 90 FM.
Is that really click news starting?
Tune in, turn up the volume, and listen. We bring a mix of news, entertainment, and sports to your lives.
Nationwide 90 FM's live and continuous coverage of the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary.
News and discussions week mornings.
Coming up in the news at 6 for this morning.
Entertainment in the afternoons, then news again in the evenings.
Nationwide news at this hour, fired.
Also tune in to the entertainment and sports shows in the nights and on the weekends.
It is Boy Things After Dark right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
Everything is news, from current affairs and entertainment to sports, business, and other categories.
Nationwide 90 FM. This is Beanie Man. Give it to them. Zaga, Zen.
From every whisper to every commotion.
That's rubbish. The KSAMC cannot investigate itself.
Was Click News really talking like that?
Every news story unfolds here first at Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Every sound is a story, and every story we share is news.
You're in the mix with DJ Kevin.
I bet me turn up in ya. I bet me turn up in ya.
I'm gonna tell you something. Do not play with my DJ, okay? DJ Kevin the Kinetic, I don't know what is this, sir. But I love to spin on this. Pull it up, please, and thank you. Once again, this is the ezone, right? And it's Throwback Thursdays here on the show. All a little vibe and things, you understand?
You're in the mix with DJ Kevin. You're in the mix with DJ Kevin.
prince of a town called Bel Air. In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." I begged and pleaded with her day after day, but she packed my suitcase and sent me on my way. She gave me a kiss and then she gave me, and then she gave me, and then she gave me, and then she gave me. All about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. Once upon a time, yeah, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your husband, with your husband, with your husband."
Would you read us a bedtime story, please, please?
You're in the mix with DJ Kevin.
Just get to bed, I get the story. Once upon a time, not long ago, when people wore pajamas and lived life slow, where laws were stern and justice stood, and people were behaving like they ought to good, there lived a little boy who was misled by another little boy, and this is what he said: "Me and you tonight, we're gonna make some cash, robbing old folks and people." They did the job, money came with ease, but one couldn't stop, it's like he had a disease. He robbed another and another, and a sister and a brother. Tried to rob a man who was a DT undercover. The cop grabbed his arm, he started acting erratic, he said,
You're in the mix with DJ Kevin.
All right, welcome back to the E-Zone. I'm Kareem Boyating. She's NGB. And we do have on the phone line Saeed Bernard, attorney at law and host of Nationwide this morning. Now, Saeed, you wanted to just clarify something because the media has been running with the story that he has been denied bail. Mm-hmm. Can you just clear up for us what the issue is?
Ruled. All right. So, first of all, the habeas corpus application is different from the bail application. The effects of it are more or less the same. Bail, you're charged, and you have conditions to abide by. Habeas corpus, it's to either have you charged or released with conditions or not. Mm-hmm. So the effect of bail applications or habeas corpus applications are in effect more or less the same. I get the sense, though, that media houses have used the term bail, even though it's not technically correct, but it is the easiest way for the readers to grasp the effects of what they're trying to communicate. Yes? Right. But technically speaking, it was not a bail application that was made. It was a writ of habeas corpus application that was made as it relates to the detention being unlawful.
Okay.
If it were a bail application, then the Director of Public Prosecution would be party to the claim that was filed in the writ of in bail application.
And so essentially the judge is saying him being withheld held is not unlawful.
It is not unlawful. Right. It is not in breach of the Constitution. Okay. It is a matter within the remit of the Court of Appeal because it is in their hands as it relates to the determination as to whether there should be a retrial.
So did Cartel's lawyers apply for bail?
I am not seeing anything that says that. Okay. Again, we are awaiting the written judgment. We are awaiting the written judgment from the learned judge.
So essentially we can say Vybz Cartel will not be released.
Will not be released.
Okay.
And that is by virtue of a writ of habeas corpus application that was made. It was not a bail application. But I understand why it's being used because it perhaps is the easiest way to communicate the effect of what has taken place to the general public.
Okay.
It's easier to explain bail as opposed to habeas corpus, even though the substance of both of them are more or less the same, just technically different. And they are mounted on or used for different reasons.
Okay. Thank you so
much. Hope I was clear enough.
Yes, absolutely.
So. Yes. Clear to us at least.
Yes.
And I hope clear to the listeners. Thank you so much, Saeed.
All right, Saeed.
I appreciate the clarity. And just before we run back to the other news we have some videos coming out of the streets surrounding the court, where we can see, if you are on YouTube with us, and we're not going to play sounds because we're not sure if any expletives are in the background there, but you can see fans, we would call them at this point, gathering at the Supreme Court there in downtown Kingston. As we know, earlier today, there was heightened... It looked like him, but I didn't want to say if it was him. There was heightened police presence, heightened security presence downtown earlier today because of this court ruling today. So you can see fans would be gathering. Our reporter was Robian Williams was telling us that apparently these persons believe that Vybz Cartel is in the courtroom, and so they're probably waiting to see if he would come out. But he was not in court today, so there may be some disappointment there.
My question, Nora, though, is when Robian spoke with Ricardo about 5 to 10 minutes prior to the ruling, I remember the question being posed to Robian was if it is that persons were outside at said, that particular time. No one was there.
Yes.
I am wondering now if, because of the premature postings on social media that he's now freed, persons, made their way, if it is that they were in the vicinity of the courtroom, made their way to the courtroom, right, to celebrate. Because once again, social media went into a frenzy, a tizzy, right? Because once again, there were posts from other media entities that he was in fact freed, and the posts were there for about 20-25 minutes,
receiving over 20,000
interactions, right? And then a lot of other media entities were then posting this as well. So I'm wondering if what we're seeing on the screen right now,
as a result of that,
this is a result of what was happening on social media, because everyone was celebrating for a long time,
for a good while on social media before the accurate news was actually given. But the fans are out. I don't know if they're still out there. These videos came in a couple minutes ago. I don't know if they're still out there at this point after learning that Vybz Cartel would not be released, or is not at the courthouse today. But that's the news. Vybz Cartel will not be released.
Right. All right, can we move on to the next story,
We definitely can.
Thank you.
Enough Cartel for today.
Yeah, in an unfortunate news, disc jockey Ryan Williams, popularly known as DJ Smoke, has died. The Jamaica Observer shared news earlier that Williams, who had been battling a heart condition, passed away today. Williams was diagnosed with the heart condition in 2019 when he learned that his condition was hereditary. In 2022, the DJ appealed to the public to assist him in getting a quadruple bypass surgery. At this time, a GoFundMe campaign was launched to help raise the funds. We just want to say condolences to the family and friends and the entire entertainment fraternity. DJ Kevy, did you know of him, DJ Smoke?
I knew of him, but I never...
Seen his photographs floating on social media, right? I he looks very familiar.
Yeah. He plays at a lot of soca events and throwback events.
He's from Jamaica?
Yeah, he's from Jamaica.
Wow. I never knew that he was from Jamaica. I thought he was from one of the islands.
No, man, he's from Jamaica.
Oh, my God.
And I'm going to say I didn't know him, but I'm not... Once again,
in the streets,
in the streets, in the party scene. So I was saying, maybe he was, popular on the party scene.
He was. Okay. He's a senior.
He looks
okay.
He looks very young, you see. And we can't stress it enough, especially today being a health Thursday, that our health is our wealth. Please and thank you. Go get checks as much as possible. Yeah. Take care of yourself. Take care of your health. It's of paramount importance. We're losing a lot of young people to these illnesses, man. Yeah. So sad. So sad.
Yeah, and just to let you know that the court has reached a verdict in the Donald Trump hush money trial.
Huh?
Yes. We have not. They are filling out the paperwork to deliver that verdict very soon, but they have reached a verdict. Jesus. And of course, as soon as we hear what the fate of Mr. Trump is, of course, we will break that news for you. But just to let you know that the court in the United States have reached a verdict in the Donald Trump hush money trial, and we'll hear that in about 20 minutes.
Nice. Wow.
All right. So we're going to continue.
Yeah,
it's a news
day.
Just
do a quick time signal. Come on. Yeah, I'm tired.
Mark's Superstore Furniture and Hardware, Lioneltown and Portland Cottage Vere Clarendon, offers hardware items, home appliances, and much more. Mark's Superstore Furniture and Hardware, quick and fast delivery. The time by Mark's Superstore is...
It is 3:48 p.m. and big ups to Mark's Superstore. And a bag of things. And what's the next story we have?
All right, it's that time again. World Music Views shared that Massacre's Generation of Kings is up for Album of the Year in the category of Dance Hall at the 2024 Caribbean Music Awards. This follows his 2023 win in the same category for his debut album, 438. You think he can bag it again?
Yes.
Generation of Kings was indeed a good album. I think it received great reception from fans and others. I think others became fans of Massacre through that album. Now, Generation of Kings debuted at number 2 on the US Billboard Reggae Albums chart, dated December 16, 2023. In total, the Limelight singer has 5 nods, and which included in the category is Valiant's 414, Baron Messiah's No Love, Time Bomb EP, by Sham and Bounty Killer, Beanie Man's Simmer, Popcorn's Great Is He, and Idonia's Occupied Mind. Some good contenders there in the category. Let's see who will win that one. Jamaican singer Dexter Daps leads the nominations this year with 8 nods, including Performer of the Year in the Dancehall category and People's Choice Award. I can see that happening. Dexter Daps is a well-loved man, especially by the ladies. Skinny Fabulous follows with 6 nominations. Young Brother. Is that the guy from Trinidad?
Yeah.
Yeah, love that for him. Okay, no. Bounty Killer. He's funny to me. He's super hilarious.
He's a performer.
Yeah, I was introduced to him on TikTok. Yeah, man, funny. Bounty Killer and Michelle Montano also received 5 nods each. Asa Banton, TJ, Sham, Baron Messiah, Patrice Roberts, Roger Wilde, Nyla Blackman, and Problem Child each garnered 4 nominations. Now, the Caribbean Music Awards recognize artists, producers, and industry professionals who have significantly contributed to the Caribbean music landscape. This year's nominations span from more than 40 categories, covering a diverse range of genres, including reggae, soca, and dancehall. Of course, voting is now open. And for Reggae Album of the Year, the nominations include Buju Banton's Born for Greatness, Morgan Heritage, The Homeland, Stephen Marley, Old Soul. I love Stephen Marley's album, Old Soul, especially the title track. Ooh, love it. Sizzler, The High Grade, Collie Buds, Take It Easy, Julian Marley, and Is This Antius?
Yes.
Colours of Royal and Marcia Griffiths, Golden.
Love that. Love. I also appreciate how they kind of incorporate even the music events in it. I see Song of the Year, which this one is kind of hard because TJ is there with Drift, Baron Messiah is there with Taliban's, Valiant is there with Mado, 450 with my favorite 450 song,
Wild and Rich.
Baby Sham, Bounty Killer, Dexter Daps, Slow Motion, and Massacre Tyrant.
I see honest, Drift getting this one.
Yeah. Drift was on a different level though. Drift broke barriers, right? Drift not just was the song of the year in Jamaica, it was the song of the year about that celebrates dancehall music, right? So for me, I think that is it. Some other nominees here: Massacre for Artist of the Year, Dexter Daps, Valiant, TJ, Popcorn, 450, Baron Messiah. That could go either way, to be honest with you. I can't really.
And for the reggae category, Barry Hammond, Romain Virgo, Taurus Riley, Christopher Martin, Shaggy, Protege, feel like Romain can take it.
Romain can take it.
Romain, I think Romain stood out this year. As it relates to his music and so forth. Artist of the Year, female dancehall, Shensia, Jada Kingdom, Spice, Chanel Muir, Steph London, and is this Tina? Hood Celebrity.
Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations to everyone who was nominated, and go and vote for your favorite artist. You understand? Once again, it's all about giving people their flowers whilst they're here. And if you're a fan of someone's music or anything that they're doing, I implore you to, show your little appreciation there. All right. Now, what's riding the charts this week? Obviously, Bob Marley, as per usual. But the Jamaica Observer shared that for the first time in 12 years. The first time in 12 years, a Jamaican has entered the Billboard Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart as an accredited artist. Now, dancehall artist Skilly Bang is featured on Tyler's hit single Jump with American rapper Gunna. The song debuts at number 49. Now, several Jamaicans obviously have charted on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart through the years. Among those with multiple entries are Bob Marley and the Wailers with 5, Elephant Man with 10, Beanie Man with 13, Sean Paul with 16, Shabba Ranks with 9, Diana King 6, Shaggy 8, and Patra with 5. The last Jamaican credited on an entry on the Billboard Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart was Popcorn with The Only Man She Want. That rose to number 82 in 2012. It actually spent 3 weeks on the chart. But this is major though. In 12 years, right? This is major, so congratulations to Skilly Bang and all these things. Now, Legend by Bob Marley and the Wailers clocks 228 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Reggae Albums chart. Crazy. Meanwhile, Dotty Classics Collection by Sean Paul revisits the number 2 spot, and Shaggy's Best of Shaggy, the Bombastic Collection, slides down to number 3. World on Fire and Stick and Stone by Stick Figure are at number 5 and 4, while Greatest Hits by UB40 re-enters at number 6. Wisdom by Stick Figure remains at number 7, while Eni Kamuze's 1995 album Here Comes the Upstepper Murderer moves up from number 10 to number 8. Bob Marley and the Wailers are number 9 and 10 respectively, with Rastaman Vibration and Kaya. I've been saying this for months now, right, to Honeybee, every time that we do this chart recap, that the top 5, well, obviously Bob Marley and the Wailers will be at number 1, right? But the number 2 to 5, Sean Paul, Shaggy, Stick Figure, UB40, but feel like them just always just exchange.
Them just shuffle the bag.
But it's always the same thing. Like I can close my eyes and just tell you the top 10, no jokes about it. And if an album comes out, it's in the top 10 for a little while, and then it jump right back out. But then this will be the top 10. Yeah, so congrats.
Yeah. All right, so now SunFest, of course, SunFest style already. Them drop a one artist until they say that person here come. Them drop a next artist and say that person here come. Well, the full lineup for the 2024 SunFest staging is out. Now, the highly anticipated reggae festival will feature 8 events over 7 days, July 14 to 20, 2024. That's pretty soon. If you haven't booked your hotel yet, you're pretty late. You probably got to find an Airbnb or you got to sleep in your car. Now, the post was made...
What's the performances?
I mean...
I can stream it on YouTube.
People... No, but being there and streaming on YouTube is...
See, that does sleep in your car, Nora?
I mean... For what SunFest, if you really love it and want to do it. But I just make you know, say if you book a hotel, you're kind of late.
Very late.
And you might can't find a one Airbnb, but it might be far.
You can just stay far and drive all that hour.
Yeah, but your car might be your best bet at this point. Just make you know. Anyway, the post was made hours after Bounty Killer announced that he would not be performing at the event this year. Now, he said, unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond my control, there won't be no Bounty Killer tribute this year at SunFest, and I won't be appearing either. Salute to all the fans, alliance, and allegiances. Thank you. That's what he wrote on Instagram. Now, the organizers of Reggae SunFest shared an updated lineup, which does not feature Bounty Killer. However, Beanie Man is booked for the event. The IG caption added, the week will feature performances by Beanie Man, New Wave, Babyface, Barris Hammond, Dexter Daps, Idonia, Jada Kingdom, and many more. You can check out the full flyer for more details on the Reggae SunFest Instagram page.
Yeah, when I saw this thing that Bounty posted, I'm just like, something happened.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he was very clear that I'm not going to be a part of the tribute or whatever the case is, right? But I won't be there at all. So he's making it clear. So don't even think about going on nobody set. Nobody thinks anybody gonna call me up on the stage.
Nobody not call me up.
Nobody not call me up.
Tribute.
We're not gonna backstage. There's no tribute. There's nothing happening. So you understand? But obviously something happened. Yeah. But SunFest, once again, I went there my first time last year and I enjoyed it. I particularly enjoyed Reggae Night like I thought I would anyways. Reggae Night was just a vibe, man. Like, it was so relaxed, so clean, so positive. A lot of the artists that performed, I know almost all the songs, versus the dance all night where people would maybe feel like, me would have, yeah. I actually left there early. I'm gonna go back and go sleep.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a fan of the music. I'm just not a fan of the performers of the music, right? And I love people that put effort in their performances.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
give me any stage with
Chronix.
Of course. Chronix.
Yeah.
Protege.
Yeah.
Romain Virgo, Christopher Martin, the Rasta man them like Sizzla and them Capleton them man they know for perform and them something there. Other acts Lila Ike and them people there. Them song there.
I would love for SunFest, and I don't even want to give them my ideas, but I would love for SunFest to have a little segment with like Mortimer, Lila Ike, Savannah, Jazalise, Romain Virgo, like even just a 45 minutes of just them alone, like right behind each other.
Man.
That would be spectacular. I don't even think they would be in their bag.
And then after that, Coffee and Chronix.
Yeah.
And then it sell off. You don't need nothing more for your night. People them nice. Them no one gone away. Man.
All right, okay. Yeah. Well, we're going to jump over to the news. Yeah, this is the ezone.
It's got a buzz in a bag of things.
Ow.
No, woolly but things.
The Global Minute, the latest headlines from around the world.
Good afternoon. I'm Cliff Hughes with the Global Minute. And in the Global Minute this afternoon, big news out of the United States of America. A history-making moment because the jury, the 12-member jury in the Trump hush money trial has reached a verdict. They deliberated for just under 12 hours and they have now indicated to the judge that they have arrived at a verdict. The key point here, we don't know yet what is the verdict. They've asked for 30 minutes to fill out the requisite forms before they can come into the courtroom and make their verdict known. They've asked for 30 minutes. That was about 25 minutes ago. Judge Mershon, the presiding judge, is now on the bench in the courtroom. The lawyers have all reassembled in the courtroom, including the defendant, Donald Trump. And it's now a matter of minutes before the jury will tell us, yes, what is their verdict. The judge has read the note into the record one more time, the note requesting more information from the judge by the 12-member jury. The 12 members, 7 men, 5 women, 2 of the 12 are lawyers. And of course, the charge against Trump, whether he falsified his business records to cover the payment of hush money to a porn star for sex. Yes, falsifying business records. It's a history-making moment because it's a first in U.S. history that a president, either current or former, is facing the prospect of being a criminal, convicted felon. That is what makes it history-making. Never before in the history of the United States, and after what, 46 presidents, they've never had this. Well, the 45th, Donald J. Trump is about to know whether he will take that unique place in history. Yes? The judge, well, let's join the feed from CNN to find out exactly what is happening now.
Of course, as we watched Trump and his attorney kind of just chatting with each other as they were initially inside the courtroom, laughing, smiling. Now, when the judge got on the bench at about 4:30 and said that, yes, there was indeed a verdict here, the entire demeanor in that room shifted, and Trump grew quite serious. His son, Eric Trump, briefly walked out of the room and then returned and is sitting behind him. I should note Eric Trump is the only family member who is going to be in the courtroom when this verdict is read. It is basically entirely locked down inside that room. That was the plan all along. We can now hear helicopters circling overhead as they are also planning to increase security precautions because court officials had wanted to make sure that it didn't get crazy outside of the courthouse once it was announced that there was here a verdict in this case. Our reporters inside the room say there's a few more court officers also in the room. There's usually 4 or 5 standing as members of the public have been inside that courtroom, just a few, but mainly reporters as well. They're now waiting for the jury to come in after 6 weeks, now in its 7th week, where they have been hearing all this evidence, now deliberating for about 10 to 11 hours roughly inside that room, also listening to jury instructions yet again. I've got Paula Reed and Kristen Holmes here with me. And Paula, obviously, no one knows what this verdict is going to be, but they have spent the last 30 minutes or so filling out the court forms that they're going to bring in there and then read aloud inside that room.
Yeah, historic documents that they've just filled out. Both sides of this case, the prosecution and Trump's defense attorneys, have framed this as some form of election interference. Trump has argued that this case was brought against him, it's about 8 years old, because they want to prevent him from getting into the White House. Now, we're going to go back to Jake, as I understand it, because the verdict is going to get underway in just a moment.
All right, thank you so much, Caitlin Collins, and we're all just trying to speculate here if this is a mixed verdict. What might that mean? We still do not know, of course. It could be 34 votes of not guilty. It could be 34 votes of guilty. The jury is right now entering the courtroom to render their verdict on these 34 felony criminal charges against the former president of the United States, Donald John Trump. And Tim Parlatore, you have represented President Trump in the past. First of all, are you surprised that a verdict came so, to me, it seems very quickly. We were, I thought the Weinstein jury was out for 6 days. I'm not comparing the two, but that was another high-profile case. This was not even 12 hours.
Right. This is a very complicated case. I do think it's interesting that they told the judge that they have a verdict, but then asked for additional time to fill out the form.
You agree with Karen's assessment?
I do, and I also think that they did that because, they would normally just say, we have the verdict. I haven't seen where they've asked for additional time, but I think they were looking at the clock and saying, hey, if we don't tell the judge now, he's going to send us home. We want
and the jurors and the jury alternates. There are 6 alternates as well. All 18 of them are now in the courtroom. Tim, please continue. I'm sorry.
So I think that they wanted to let the judge know, hey, don't
dismiss us for the day.
Let's get it done today. I'll tell you right now, this is the most stressful moment. And when they read this verdict, the majority of defendants that I've represented at this moment, it's so pressurized, they can't hear. Their ears shut down. And especially when you have this many counts, you're going to have one of the lawyers, taking it down.
And a complicated case.
Yeah. When they're done and they say this is the verdict, Donald Trump is going to turn to his lawyers and he's going to say, what did they say?
So the judge just turned to the jurors and said, we received a note from you signed by your jury foreperson.
Well, Donald Trump has been found guilty of felon. He's 14 of the 34 counts so far. He's been found guilty. Yes? Let's go back to CNN.
That is a felony charge. Count 1, falsifying business records. Count 2, also guilty, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 3, guilty, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 4, guilty. That's another felony charge, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 5, guilty. That's another falsifying business record.
He has been found guilty of 24 of the 34 counts so far. 25 MSNBCs ahead of CNN. 26 of the 34 counts guilty. 27 guilty. 28 guilty. 29 guilty. 30 guilty. 31 of 34 guilty. 32 guilty. 33 guilty. 34 guilty. Unanimous. Donald John Trump, the 45th President of the United States of America, is now going down in infamy. The first American president to be a convicted felon, a criminal. Let's listen to CNN.
Felony charge, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 11, guilty. Another felony charge of falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 12, guilty. Another felony charge, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 13, guilty. Another felony charge of falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 14, guilty. Count 15, guilty. That is 15 out of 15 so far. Count 16, Donald Trump found guilty, 16 out of 16 when it comes to falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 17, guilty. That is from a July 2017 payment to Michael Cohen. Count 18, guilty. That is another felony charge. Count 19, guilty. Another felony charge, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 20, guilty. Another felony charge, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 21, 20 and 21, both guilty. This is for an August 2017 payment. So is count 22, also guilty. Count 23, guilty, also guilty. Donald Trump found guilty of falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 24, guilty, another felony charge. Count 25, guilty, another felony charge, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 26, guilty, another felony charge, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 27, guilty, another felony charge, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 28, guilty, another felony charge, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 29, guilty, felony charge, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 30, guilty, felony charge, falsifying business records. Count 31, guilty, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 32, guilty, falsifying business records in the first degree. Only 2 counts left. Count 33, former President Donald Trump found guilty, falsifying business records. Count 34, guilty. Donald Trump found guilty on all 34 counts of falsifying business records in the first degree. All 34 are felonies. Donald Trump has now been convicted of 34 different felony crimes by a jury of his peers in Manhattan. 34 felony charges for former President Donald J. Trump, convicted of 34 felony charges having to do with falsifying business records to cover up hush money payments to Stormy Daniels. An unbelievable moment in American history. The jurors are now being asked about their agreement with these charges, and they are responding yes. Trump has a frowned expression on his face as the verdict reading is completed. He is not moving. The former president of the United States, now a convicted felon, having been found guilty of 34 felony charges by a jury of his peers in Manhattan, New York. The court officer is asked if either party wants the jury polled. Trump attorney Todd Blanche says yes. This is when they go around and ask each juror if they agree with what has just been read by the foreperson. The jurors all have straight faces. They are now being polled. Karen, when they do this, do they ask each juror for each charge, for each count, or would they simplify it and say to each of the 12 jurors, do you agree you convict him on all 34 charges?
In this particular instance, because it was a clean sweep of all 34, what the judge would do is he would say, juror number 1, you just heard that there was just a 34 count, all guilty. Is that your verdict? And they would say, yes, sir.
So the
juror number 2.
The jurors being polled right now, they all said yes or yes it is, and they are each going, as you just said, Karen, juror number 1, is this your conclusion? Yes, it is. Juror number 2, is this your conclusion? Yes, it is. And the alternate jurors, Judge Mershon said we couldn't have done this without you. He thanks all of the jurors very much for their service in this case. Trump is turning to look over the jurors as they're being polled. The former president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, the presumptive Republican presidential nominee, a convicted felon 34 times over, found guilty of falsifying business records in the first degree by a jury of his peers in Manhattan minutes ago. Anderson?
Jake, as you said, it is a remarkable moment in American history. I'm here with Caitlin Collins and CNN's Paula Reed, who have been covering this, obviously, from...
Yes, 13 minutes after 4 o'clock, you heard it. A remarkable moment, according to Anderson Cooper, in American history. This is indeed remarkable because it's the first time in the history of the United States of America a president, a former president, is being convicted, and convicted in such a manner. 34 counts, guilty on all 34. After about 48 days of trial, 12 members of the jury, 7 men, 5 women, including 2 attorneys at law, have all unanimously agreed that he is guilty on all 34 charges. 34. What will this mean for the presumptive Republican nominee 6 months from now, when the people of the United States go to the polls to elect a president in November this year? That is for the pundits and the people of America to say, to have their say. Will this change the race against Joe Biden? We don't know. We just don't know. Yes? But wherever you are, this is a moment of history. Never before. And it has taken this man, the boy from New York, the grifter. New Yorkers know him. Yes? The law has finally caught up with Donald Trump. We'll have more at 5, and certainly later in Nationwide.
With so much to do in one location, make Megamart your one-stop shop. Pick up your groceries and houseware needs, grab a bite and pay some bills, fill your prescriptions and see the beauty products in our pharmacy. All in one amazing location. My Megamart, the best value by far.
Takes place at the Racers Grand Prix, Saturday, June 1 at the National Stadium. World champion Noah Lyles, British record holder Zarnell Hughes, Africa's fastest man Ferdinand Amanyala, and Jamaica's favorite Oblique Seville battling the 100 meters. World champion Antonio Watson takes on champion Allison. Olympic champion Hansel Parchment graces the track in his pet event. St. Lucian hotshot Julian Alfred goes up against the young Jamaican Joel Alana Reid. Devin Charlton takes on Akira Nugent. Tickets available at racersgrandprix.com, mysticonlinetix.com, and the Jamaica Pegasus starting May 24. Finish line $5,000, regular grandstand $3,000, bleachers $500. Don't miss a great night experiencing Jamaica's track and field, passion and entertainment.
New Ocean Shipping is revolutionizing how you get your packages by offering seamless and quick shipping solutions from Florida and Atlanta to Jamaica. They offer door-to-door services, door-to-port solutions, port-to-port arrangements, car sales, and more. New clients get discounted freight prices for 3 months. Become a new client and sign up today at 470-495-8053 or 876-366-3400. New Ocean Shipping.
News on the go. The latest stories from Jamaica and around the world are literally a finger tap away. Keep up to date with Team Revolution 24 hours a day online via nationwideradiojm.com. Listen live, read the latest stories, hear every soundbite. Be a part of the vibrant online debate via Facebook and Twitter. Now you can get all your favorite premium nationwide content at your convenience. Visit the Android Play Store and download it for free today. NationwideRadioJM.com. All day, every day. Team Revolution.
Join Jamaicans for Justice for their third and final town hall in their constitutional reform, Safeguarding Human Rights Town Hall series. Friday, May 31, 2024, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Carl Hendrickson Auditorium at Jamaica College. Engage directly with top industry experts and advocates, Professor Trevor Monroe, King's Counsel Michael Hilton, Tamika Harris, and Clyde Williams. Come with your questions and concerns, then leave with answers. See you in Kingston. Contact 876-755-4524 for more details.
Tune in to this broadcast during Nationwide at 5, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on May 31, 2024. Catch Nationwide at 5 on the grounds of Jamaica College or tune in to Nationwide at 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by Jamaicans for Justice. Justice for one, justice for all.
Nationwide 90 FM is at it again.
Malay Walker is pulling away another Jamaican win.
Team Revolution will clear every hurdle and sprint to the finish as we cover the games of the 33rd Olympiad from Paris, the city of love.
Here comes Parchment on the outside. Holloway under pressure. Handsome Parchment. Let's gold. A Jamaican victory in the 110 hurdles.
Nationwide's coverage is powered by our gold sponsor,
Ray and Nephew White Overproof Rum.
Experience Jamaica's Olympic triumphs in Jamaica Gold, a golden spotlight.
Brought to you by Horton's Pharmacy. Horton's RX Pack for better medication management.
After the 1952 Olympics, Jamaica endured a gold drought for 5 Olympic cycles. That's until Donald Quarry ended the streak at the 1976 Montreal Games, winning the men's 200 meters. Quarry made the Jamaican 100 meters team for the 1968 Summer Olympics as a 17-year-old, but he got injured in training and could not compete. In 1976, after winning the AAA's 100 and 200 meters titles, Quarry could finally compete at the Olympics without injuries. He first made the 100 meters final, which he led until overtaken by Trinidadian Hasely Crawford. In the 200 meters, Quarry led the pack, coming out of the turn and held off all challenges to take the title in 20.22 seconds.
Away they go. First time, and Quarry got a magnificent start in lane 2, and Quarry really taking them off. And once the laps on the track, I'm not quite sure it is. And there's another one down. Hampton, it looks like. No, Hampton in the centre, there's Quarry. And Quarry comes home in front with Hampton in second place, Evans third, and Betty in fourth. And Quarry, the silver medalist in the 100, takes the 200 from Hampton. And in third place was Evans with Betty in fourth.
You just experienced a Jamaican Olympic triumph in Jamaica Gold, a golden spotlight.
Brought to you by Horton's Pharmacy. Horton's RX Pack for better medication management.
Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena.
All right, you're back here in the E-Zone. I'm NGB. He's Kareem Boyatting. That's GJ Kevin D. Kinetic on the ones and twos. Now, we are going to talk about some serious matters affecting society. Now, today we're shining a light on a critical aspect of health that's often overlooked: the impact of gender-based violence on physical and mental well-being. WMW Jamaica will be launching the We Talk Facts campaign this afternoon at the Emancipation Park from 5 to 7. This marks a significant step forward in the ongoing efforts to combat gender-based violence, GBV, and promote a culture of safety and support in Jamaican society. The campaign will challenge harmful stereotypes and foster open dialogue with gender roles and violence.
Yes. Now, the event launch will bring together stakeholders, partners, community members, and distinguished guests to participate in engaging activities designed to raise awareness, change behaviors, and mobilize communities in the fight against GBV. Now, we do have on the phone lines Ruth Howard, who is a program manager for We Talk for the reduction of gender-based violence. Good afternoon, Ruth. How are you doing?
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you doing?
We're great.
Good. Now, you are at Emancipation Park right now, getting ready for the event, which will start in a couple minutes. Before we jump into the event that is about to take place, just give us a brief overview of WMW Jamaica and your mission.
So WMW Jamaica is a 35-year-old women's rights organization that is committed to reducing and preventing gender-based violence in Jamaica and advocating for the rights of our women and girls. In a nutshell.
Yeah, I absolutely love this initiative, to be honest with you. Can we also talk about some of the key activities and initiatives under the We Talk project?
So under the We Talk project, we have two primary pillars which dictate the activities that we do. For the first pillar under the project, and by the name, the full name of the project is We Talk for the Reduction of Gender-Based Violence. For the first activity, the first pillar under the project is behavior change. We want to change the behaviors that promote and contribute to gender-based violence in Jamaica. And we're doing that through workshops in communities all across the island. This project is being implemented in the 14 parishes. And we're also doing that through what we're launching today, which is our We Talk Facts media campaign. And FACTS is an acronym. It stands for We Talk, Fostering a Community Towards Support and Safety.
Love it.
All right. And, well, how does the campaign aim to change public perception? Because it's a challenge that we've had over many years now. We know that the government has had initiatives to change the perception and attitudes towards gender-based violence. But how do you see this campaign working towards that mission?
All right. So our campaign is, the campaign itself is running over the next 3 years of the project. So this is a 5-year project that started in 2022. It goes until 2027. The campaign that we're launching now runs right up until the last year of the project. We think that's important because we understand that messages need to be repeated in order to be absorbed and internalized by people. So this is how we even got here in the first place, because we know that Jamaica has a gender-based violence problem. I mean, that's not the thing we're debating at all.
Right.
What we want to do is change that and create a society where people can get safety and where people can find support. So we recognize that this requires a long-term and a multi-sectoral effort. For the long term, we're doing 5 years of campaigning. Well, not 5 years of campaigning, 3 years of campaigning, but 5 years of a project that started in 2022. Multi-sectoral, we're engaging with persons from all across the different sectors. Duty bearers, like our government agencies, we're engaging them under this project. We're engaging schools, churches, community groups, youth groups, women's groups, men's groups. We're trying as much as we can to get the message as far as possible. So even under our community workshops, we limit the number per workshop to 30 persons. And the reason we do that is because we want quality over quantity. We want to have conversations that are truly engaging. We want people to reflect. We want people to talk. So it's also repetitive. We do 5 sessions with each third group of 30 persons. And within these 5 sessions, we cover topics like what is gender-based violence? Because we assume everybody understands the definition of gender-based violence or how it manifests, but that's not true. We also talk about how to report it, because there are people who are experiencing it who do not know how to report it. They feel completely disempowered and they feel stuck and, trapped in a situation. We want to tell them that there are things that you can do. There are channels that you can go through. There are places and agencies that are in place to provide you with help and support. And then we also try to teach people, how do you advocate against gender-based violence? Because it's such a serious problem. What can you, as a citizen, do to change it? And advocacy can be personal and it can be public. Public advocacy is the one that we're familiar with. But personal advocacy is me changing me and changing the people around me. And that's something we emphasize strongly in our workshops and in every engagement with community members. We tell people, for example, about some of these things that we believe as a culture that actually feed into gender-based violence. Some man not to cry. Why man not to cry? Why man can't cry? Man not have feelings stuff. We interrogate and challenge some of these notions, some of these beliefs, some of these stereotypes, so that we can get people to take a closer look at themselves, their communities, their families, and the society in general, and look at practical ways that they can change Jamaica and reduce gender-based violence.
Yes, once again, I love this initiative and I love what you guys have been doing. But my final question to wrap, how can individuals and organizations support the We Talk Facts campaign and WMW Jamaica's broader efforts, right, to combat GBV?
All right, so right now we're at Emancipation Park. We start at 5 o'clock. There's a tunnel of misconceptions that will be an immersive audiovisual experience through which people get to see some of these messages I was talking about, the things that we believe as a society that actually feeds into gender-based violence, and also hear some of the ways that they can counter it. So that's something persons can come out for today, 5 o'clock, Emancipation Park. We're right here, right now. If you come, you'll see my team setting up. You'll see the stage, you'll see everybody. We'll also have official messages from some of our key stakeholders and a panel discussion where we'll talk specifically about gender-based violence among adolescents, because that is also something that we don't really focus a lot on. When I hear GBV, you think, adult to child or adult to adult, but not a lot of persons think about adolescents, like the teens with each other, what's happening there. So we want to have a discussion about that today. That starts at 5, we go up until 7. Everybody can feel free to come and join. We also have booths on display from some of our partners who will be showing and sharing information on the work that they're doing. This includes groups like Eve for Life, Jamaica AIDS Support for Life, Jamaica Network of Seropositive. We have lots of information here for persons to come and partake of. Apart from that, persons can also contact WMW Jamaica, which is the group that's implementing this project, directly at hello@wmwja.org. That's hello@wmwja.org.
Love it. Now, can you just share finally your social media handles first, please?
All right, sure, no problem. So we're on LinkedIn and Facebook at WMWJA, just at WMWJA. We're on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter as at WMW Jamaica. That's it. Just spell it out at
WMW Jamaica. Well, thank you so much, Ruth.
Yes, Ruth Howard there, program manager for We Talk for the reduction of gender-based violence. We do hope that the event this evening is a success, and I hope that those who are listening today will offer their support in whatever way they can to the initiative. All the best to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
You're most welcome, Ruth.
All right.
All right, we're going to take a break. This is the ezone on Nationwide at 90 FM.
Flavor with a kick, me feeling it, how me a reach Popeyes. Good food a keep, Popeyes. Good food a keep. The time is...
It's 4:31 p.m.
At the Jamaica Customs Agency, we care for our employees, customers, stakeholders, citizens, and our country. Customs cares. The temperature by the Jamaica Customs Agency is...
It is still hot and the temperature remains the same. It is 31 degrees Celsius here in Kingston and 30 degrees Celsius out west in Montego Bay.
Scientific Research Council, making science and technology work for you. With research and development,
SRC reinforcing Jamaica with added strength.
From the fields to the labs, we gather and review information.
Detailed research as a foundation,
combined with tech and innovation, working for you to fulfill the plan to develop and help uplift we nation. And that's the mission. The Scientific Research Council, making science and technology work for you.
For more information, call SRC at 876-927-1771.
Takes place at the Racers Grand Prix, Saturday, June 1 at the National Stadium. World champion Noah Lyles, British record holder Zarnell Hughes, Africa's fastest man Ferdinand Amanyala, and Jamaica's favorite Seville battling the 100 meters. World champion Antonio Watson takes on champion Allison. Olympic champion Hansel Parchment graces the track in his pet event. St. Lucian hotshot Julian Alfred goes up against the young Jamaican Joel Alana Reid. Devin Charlton takes on Akira Nugent. Tickets available at racersgrandprix.com, mysticonlinetix.com, and the Jamaica Pegasus starting May 24. Finish line $5,000, regular grandstand $3,000, bleachers $500. Don't miss a great night experiencing Jamaica's track and field, passion and entertainment.
Pamper your senses at Bodyscape at its newest spa and grooming club located at 34A Manninghill Road in Kingston. Their Kingston branch is offering a special on pedicures with gel polish for only $2,500 until April 30. You don't want to miss this deal. They also offer facials, massages, manicures, and waxing services. Call 876-627-9454 or message them on Instagram at BodyscapeJA. Conditions apply. Experience a world of pampering at Bodyscape, now in Kingston, Jamaica.
Deposit we have insurance. It's an account that come with assurance. Let me teach you why it's important to have deposit insurance. Just in case your bank crash dead, no need to put your hands by your head. Up to 1.2 million you get for all accounts that's affected. Yeah, one room you can start it, or throw a house party. Pay your mortgage with ease. JDIC's a smart win. Deposits we bring safety. JDIC them protect me. Bank and billing society protected. The flow you must get with. Protect your savings smart. We urging you to call me. Guarantee you need us. We take banking serious.
JDIC, protecting deposits for you and me.
Join Jamaicans for Justice for their third and final town hall in their constitutional reform, Safeguarding Human Rights Town Hall series. Friday, May 31, 2024, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Carl Hendrickson Auditorium at Jamaica College. Engage directly with top industry experts and advocates. Professor Trevor Monroe, King's Counsel Michael Hilton, Tamika Harris, and Clyde Williams. Come with your questions and concerns, then leave with answers. See you in Kingston. Contact 876-755-4524 for more details.
Tune in to this broadcast during Nationwide at 5, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on May 31, 2024. Catch Nationwide at 5 on the grounds of Jamaica College or tune in to Nationwide at 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by Jamaicans for Justice. Justice for one, justice for all.
Nationwide 90 FM is at it again.
Malay Walker is pulling away another Jamaican win.
Team Revolution will clear every hurdle and sprint to the finish as we cover the games of the 33rd Olympiad from Paris, the city of love.
Here comes Parchment on the outside, all the way under pressure. Handsome Parchment, let's gold! A Jamaican victory in the 110 hurdles.
Nationwide's coverage is powered by our gold sponsor,
Ray and Nephew White Overproof Rum.
My name is Dujan. I come from Appleton Basic School. My Olympic hero is Usain Bolt.
Away cleanly. Bolt has got a very good start indeed.
One of my mottos is that, anything is possible. Don't think limits. And I feel that I've proven that throughout the years. I never thought I would be this great at what I've done. But I want to say to the young kids growing up, just live your dream. Work hard, stay focused, and just be strong and just keep on pushing and it will come true. So thank you.
Watch the clock, it's goal for Bolt, and again,
Usain Bolt! Stay tuned to the Paris Olympic at Nationwide 90 FM!
Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Stay ahead of the curve with our cutting-edge reporting and accurate breaking news coverage.
We are having an earthquake. Oh, God.
Hear it here first on Nationwide 90 FM.
Is that really clip you, Stormy?
Tune in, turn up the volume, and listen. We bring a mix of news, entertainment, and sports to your lives.
Nationwide 90 FM's live and continuous coverage of the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary.
News and discussions week mornings.
Coming up in the news at 6 for this morning.
Entertainment in the afternoons, then news again in the evenings.
Nationwide news at this hour, fired.
Also, tune into the entertainment and sports shows in the nights and on the weekends.
It is Boy Things After Dark right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
Everything is news, from current affairs and entertainment to sports, business, and other categories.
Nationwide 90 FM. This is Beanie Man. Give it to them. Zaga, Zen.
From every whisper to every commotion.
That's rubbish. The KSAMC cannot investigate itself.
Was Click News really talking like that?
Every news story unfolds here first at Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Every sound is a story, and every story we share is news.
You're in the mix with DJ Kevin. DJ Kevin. With DJ Kevin.
Your mind. Lay back and groove with mine. You gotta feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie. Share that beat of love. I wanna rock with you all night. Dance you into the sunlight. Rock with you all night. Gonna rock the night.
that be love. I'm gonna rock with you all night. Sunlight. All right, ready? Sing it too much, man.
This is the first time we're actually having fun on the show for today. Cut to the
serious from money,
to the play nation with that 5.
Serious.
You understand? I'm gonna laugh for money on the show. I'll be a verdict from Cartel to Trump. By the way, good riddance to Donald Trump. By
what
the
do
way.
you mean good riddance? The man just found
Dog
guilty.
business.
What is next?
Them have to go do something next. I hope him have to come out of the race. We don't know, because if you're found guilty or you're going for presidency,
look
we don't
here,
know.
we don't know what happened to him yet.
If you have to go flag our friend, I've got to flag our friend, because I'm not voting for that man. Crazy. Sleepy Joe. Yeah, I'm coming to vote for you, sir.
Stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So.
Right, Louise.
Right.
Right. Finding him laugh. Jesus. I'm a first laugh for morning people. No.
Stop now.
Cliff Hughes can bust upon nation at 5. You don't think so?
No. Yeah.
We can angle it. We can angle it though.
Like, angle one serious topic.
Yeah. From Cartel
to Trump.
To gender-based
violence. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Cover story Nation's Business 7 o'clock. Right in the easy
one.
Only
thing left on sports.
Yeah.
Multifaceted around here, but not tell a lie. Wow. Wow.
All right. Yeah.
The topic.
All right. So.
Okay, so should we read the story first and then just jump into
all right,
that?
let's tell them what the topic is and then tell them where it's stemming from.
Yeah.
So the topic of the day is it justified to force passengers with body odor issues off public transportation? Expound.
Now, I'll take off my retainer for this. So this is coming from 3 black men who were asked to leave a plane after body odor complaints are suing an airline for racial discrimination. Yeah. Now the 3 passengers were briefly ordered off an American Airlines plane in January, along with 5 other black men, according to the lawsuit filed yesterday. The complaint said that they were told to leave a plane waiting to take off in Phoenix because a flight attendant had complained about a passenger's body odor. The men said it appeared that they were targeted solely because of their race. They did not know each other and had been sitting in different parts of the plane when the incident took place. American Airlines offered to book them on a different plane, but when it became clear there were no other available flights to New York that evening, they were allowed to reboard according to the lawsuit. It took about an hour to reboard after being removed. If American Airlines received a complaint about a black male passenger with offensive body odor but could not verify the complaint, the solution should not have been to eject 8 separate black men from the plane, said Susan Hutter, who is representing the 3 men. American Airlines said it was looking into the claims. We take all claims of discrimination very seriously and want our customers to have a positive experience when they choose to fly with us, the airline said in a statement. Our teams are currently investigating the matter as the claims do not reflect our core values or our purpose of caring for people. In 2017, the NCAACP, an American civil rights organization, warned the black travelers about flying on American Airlines, claiming that several African-American passengers had experienced discrimination by the airline. American Airlines promised changes, and the civil rights group later lifted the advisory. It's a lot. It's a mouthful. But you got complaints that one person...
Exactly.
It's a possibility that if this person had bad body odor, BO. And you decided you couldn't tell which one of the black men who are sitting on different parts of the plane smell bad.
That doesn't make sense to me, because if somebody smell bad, then you use your nose to find it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
If there's a bad odor somewhere, you use your nose to find it.
It's not a one scent fit all.
Right. It don't work like that.
Yeah. It doesn't.
So you find the scent, and it's impossible to not find the scent unless the scent was not there.
Yeah.
So I cannot see how the solution would be to find black men sitting on different sections of the plane, taking them off the flight to fix the issue of body odor on the plane, bad body odor.
And do you just look at the black men and say to yourself, okay, he looks like, it could be him.
What?
Like, him look like he walk with a little bad odor.
That don't make no sense. Did you smell him?
That's how it seems to me. Like they just randomly just say, well, you're a black man, you're a black man, you're a black man.
There are grounds for this suit, clearly, and I hope they win.
Yeah, actual factual.
To the topic.
Mm-hmm.
Here what the people them say now onto the Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Area 876 said, nope, it's public transport.
Mm-hmm.
And me agree. Mm-hmm. Chrissy said, only if rain fall.
So take them off?
Yeah, only if rain fall.
Okay.
Kim Brown say, yes. Simply, yes,
okay.
take them off. Take them off. It's justified, take them off. Divine Artemis says, I'm leaning more towards yes, but it's still a hard one. One thing though, I'm willing to bear someone else's body odor or bad odor when heading home, but not heading out, especially in the morning. So I guess this person is saying they can understand if a whole day has
not
passed.
Heading to work.
Right.
Okay, right.
If a whole day has passed and you come from work, we can understand if you do a whole day work and you probably smell a little bad right now. But if a early morning and everybody fresh out of them yard, you're not supposed to smell bad.
That's true.
But suppose them run a night shift and I go home, them I go home.
And I mean, and some body odors really and truly are from illnesses, right?
And exactly.
It's not just
some
from
people
you
can't
not
necessarily
using deodorants or
or
cologne
bathing properly.
Or bathing properly.
Right.
It's really illnesses, yeah?
And the question did specifically say public transportation. I don't think you can do that. Put up with it or come off.
Any more comments?
Yeah, there are more comments.
I feel like they said a while ago, wait for something.
No, because what your thoughts?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. What's this? Stepper Driver says, cleanliness is godliness. No mix or mingle with dirty bundles.
Dirty bundles. All right. I believe that when taking public transportation, anything can happen, right?
Right.
And
that's
I feel as if those are your concerns that, oh my God, I can't sit in a bus because someone, smells really bad, then find your way home privately. That's just me.
I agree.
I've worked at the airport for 6 years, and I know in situations like these, what would have happened is if the complaints were probably made before the takeoff of the aircraft, the ground staff, that is customer service agents at the airport, would then try and find an available seat on the aircraft to possibly move the person and or to move the person that complained. Now, for the flight attendants, it's their jobs to remove the person, not off the plane, to find them another seat on the plane that might not affect other people, right?
Okay.
So somebody like close to the bathroom, somewhere close to the bathroom, to the end of the plane, they would try their very best to, especially the longer flights, like from London, which was like 9 hours, right? That's what they would have done. I've never heard of an incident like that. And once again, I've worked at the airport for 6 years. I've never heard of an incident like this where you removed people from their flights to tell them that you're going to reboot them. Now, my thing is this though, if it's a bus, if you take bus guy yard and you're because bear in mind, any card can play. Anything can happen, right? These things do happen. I would say then you just remove yourself. Like, are you going to ask the conductor to remove the person off of the bus? You understand? Like, are you going to then ask the taxi man, oh, can you stop the taxi, please, and just take off this person?
No, you can't do that. It's public transportation.
Find your way home privately.
Yeah, you come out.
I'm going to call more tech.
Take out
oops.
on time, yeah.
Take out oops.
Yeah, you drive something. Please, find some way home, but you cannot do that. Yeah. All right, let's see what the people on YouTube are saying.
Yeah.
SH said, no joke. I sat on a plane where the passenger next to me, this smell like garlic. I nearly passed out.
Jesus, I would faint.
SH couldn't get up. You see that?
No, man, I would faint.
Herman Hyatt says some people just have body odor and it can be due to sickness.
Yeah.
Bad body odor. Bev Thompson says send them go BDS. That's what I say. If you can identify one person on the plane take off, and somebody just go complain when the plane already in the air and a ground with it and we cannot stop. So I will carry them to the bathroom. Them have them look at toiletries and something. Somebody must have something that them carry on can help and just
once
clean
again,
them up in the bathroom.
A lot of these airlines do have care packages.
Exactly.
So for argument's sake, British Airways, right, had this Ziploc bag with white t-shirts, toothpastes, toothbrushes, deodorants. Obviously, it's not for everyone, but they carry these things in the event that there's a delay, that something happens, and you have to divert to a different airport, etc., etc. So they do these things, right? The flight attendants would would have access to these things as well. If it is that, it's on board, you just ask a person, right? Call them out nicely, ask them to follow you to the bathroom, and you hand this to them. Because once again, you're up in the air. What are you going to do? Yeah, but the plane never leave it. But them decide to them to take off the black people them off of the plane. Let them just say, well, we got to report that a black man is carrying an odor. We're going to take off all
the black men.
That's
men
crazy. Off the flight.
Use your nose and find the odor. And
come on, odd.
Nika says, Sonora, why do people them who have why do people them who don't bathe can't come off instead? Because it's public transport, Nika. And people have a right to take. Nika.
That's kind of bourgeois.
Well, Nika, you wouldn't have that problem there.
Yeah, but Nika, you would be in that situation, okay?
But Nika, it's public transportation. Yeah. And while you can say something to the person, but if them choose one come off after you say something to them and them feel away, well, better for you. But you cannot take people off public transportation because them smell bad.
Also, bear in mind that a lot of people with religious beliefs or cultural beliefs, they don't use deodorants and they don't use body sprays and things like that. It's all about natural oils and natural scents, right? So a lot of these people, because of their beliefs, so are you going to tell them then, well, because once again, it depends on the part of the world that you are. It depends on, again, it's an aircraft. It's a plane with different people, yeah? So are you going to ask these people to come off the plane at every single time? Yeah, then go fly private, yeah? Go to get a jetty.
MSL, once you leave your house, using deodorant and brushing your teeth is a must. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not even leaving your house all the time. All the time.
I mean,
yeah. But some people, you might forget one morning or something can. Anything can. But I still say you cannot remove someone off public transportation because of body odor.
Oh,
okay. Not even leaving your house.
MS says who said he was black. Yes, MS. The story said that they reported that someone who was black had an odor, a black male, and then they decided to remove
all the black
males sitting at different parts of the plane, by the way, not together, at different parts of the plane. It's crazy. Now, can we just go to the wine-on feature because it's
quickly, because I definitely want to say something about this.
I know. Go on, take it.
All right, let's go quickly. So, nearly 1 year after the OceanGate Titan submersible disaster gripped the nation, another ambitious businessman is looking to make the same trip. Yes, I said the same trip. Larry Connor, an Ohio businessman and billionaire, told the Wall Street Journal last week about his plans to prove that a dive to the Titanic wreckage site can be done safely when proper engineering is employed. Shortly after news broke in June 2023 of the Titan's suspected implosion, Connor called up Triton Submarine CEO Patrick Leahy, who had publicly criticized OceanGate's safety practices and called its CEO predatory, and insisted they could and should make something better. Now, this is the same company he called to say, make something better. I want to go to the wreckage site. Connor said, what we need to do is build a sub that can dive to the Titanic level depths repeatedly and safely and demonstrate to the world that you guys can do that. And that Titan was a contraption. So this man, he went to the same company who made that submersible that allegedly, according to the science and what they saw, imploded. Means say it just lock in upon itself and squeeze up everybody were in there. Him say, Uno just go make a better one and I will go.
All I have to say is,
that makes sense?
Larry Connor, sir, if you want, just donate the money to me. You see,
I want him to put me on his will
because I'm very rich and able, and I'm not for the money. And if it is that you would like to donate, I'll take it. You understand? Because you're wasting your time, sir.
No, he's not. He's saying they can do it. They can make a good one, and he's gonna prove to the world that they can make a good submersible that can go to Titanic level depths and come back.
Well, good luck to you, Larry.
Yeah, all the best. Can you put me on your will, please?
Please and thank you. Yeah. And I sure do hope that, when this is made, it's only him alone. Go up on it. Nobody invite your friend them. Nobody invite nobody else. And that's time you dive it by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the best.
Now, no technician. You alone, Jermaine. I don't want him going to technician. I don't want him going to family. Him try, go learn.
He can't go by himself.
Yeah, because this is craziness. Because can you imagine, Larry,
and anybody who go with Larry crazy.
They're mad.
Anybody who go with Larry.
Because of what happened. Come on.
1 year later, and you come and do the same thing.
Ridiculous.
Madness.
But
well, that's all the time we have.
Jermaine, come on to my ears and stop asking about if this is not the aim of the technology to push boundaries.
All right, Larry.
Well, Larry, Jermaine, go with him. Jermaine, go with Larry.
Larry, I have somebody who want to go with you if you need company.
Jermaine, go on. Thank you.
You and Larry go down there, go
Love
eat
that.
chips and snacks.
But
Come.
it was a great, serious show day. This was Nationwide at 5.
Right?
Pre-Nationwide at 5. But it was a great day. Thank you so much to my co-host once again, NGB. Honeybee will be back on Monday.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you to our DJ Kevin the Kinetic. Thank you to our technical operator, Jermaine Smith, and to our producer, Natalie Nita.
And to you.
Yeah.
Whether you were listening on the road or at home, watch on YouTube or join the conversation on X. Thank you for sharing space, time, and energy with us. We appreciate you.
Before we go, here is today's takeaway.
Life is like a radio show. Sometimes it's smooth sailing, sometimes it's static. But with patience and persistence, we'll get back on track. One thing about it, that's what we do on radio. Get back on track. Up next is the best produced news in the nation.
Nationwide at 5.